Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Ivan here. In today's video I'll be showing you a watch which in my opinion offers a great amount of value for the money. This is the Citizen BJ7100. It was released a couple of years ago as part of the Promaster collection, and what really stands out about it is that it has a GMT complication, it's solar powered, and it's very affordable. Before we start with this first impressions review, I just want to give a quick shout out to the guys at Relojeria Esparza.com for letting me review this watch. They are an authorized dealer for Citizen, Seiko and Casio, so definitely check them out if you're interested in any of these brands. And also make sure you contact them prior to purchasing so that they offer you the best deal they possibly can. Alright guys, starting with the dimensions, you're looking at a case diameter of 41mm. However, the watch appears a bit bigger than that on the wrist. The thickness comes at 13.5 while the lug-to-lug is 49mm. Finally, the spacing between the lugs is standard 22mm, and as you can see, the bracelet comes with female end links, which make this Citizen a very wearable piece. Here you can have a look at how it sits on my 17cm or 6.7 inch wrist. It has a ton of wrist presence for a 42mm case, and I really like the all stainless steel look. One thing to keep in mind though is that it's a bit heavy. Unsized it weighs about 170 grams. When it comes to the finishing and the build quality, the watch is pretty decent. I mean, the brushing looks good enough, it's nothing fancy, but it's very consistent and you won't find any sharp edges neither on the case nor on the bracelet. Then the watch feels very solid and well put together. It's made of 316L steel. You get a signed screw-down crown, which is a bit extended for an easy operation, and its knurling also helps in that regard. The case back is screwed down as well, so you do get a very respectable water resistance of 200 meters. On it you'll find the Citizen Eco Drive logo and most of the specifications of the watch. I'm not sure if you've already noticed, but the 3-link bracelet is really good. Yes, the links are joined together by push pins and not screws, but that's not bad at all in my opinion. What really matters is that it's very comfortable, all links are solid, and on top of that, Citizen hasn't cut any corners with the clasp either. It's a twin push button deployant with a Citizen branded fold over and a milled out inner portion. To put that into perspective, Seiko will charge you twice as much and still won't give you a bracelet of such quality. Okay, next let's talk about the black matte dial for a moment. Guys, I can tell you that it's very legible thanks to the white hands and large white numerals. Here you can also have a closer look at the GMT hand. I really like the fact that it's orange so that you don't confuse it with the hour or minutes hand. And then there is the 24-hour chapter ring that goes with it. Typically when the 24-hour markings are on the chapter ring, those are quite small and not so easy to read, but in this case you won't be having that problem as they're quite large. In addition, you can also use the coin edge bezel to quickly check the time in any of the different time zones that can be found on the beautifully brushed steel bezel insert. Finally, you get a date window at 3 o'clock and it's fairly well integrated. Overall, I think the dial design is very well thought out. Personally, it reminds me of plain gauges due to the white on black color scheme, which once again is very legible. Not only during the day but also at nights, and here is what the lume looks like. It's neither super bright guys nor long lasting, but it definitely gets the job done. Now let's briefly mention the movement. As I said in the intro, this watch comes with an Eco Drive solar quartz movement, which on a full charge will keep time for approximately 6 months. You must have noticed by now that this particular unit has been ticking at intervals of 2 seconds, and that's because, well, it needs to be charged. Citizen calls it an insufficient charge warning function, and it's definitely nice to have. Needless to say that after you charge it, it will go back to ticking normally at 1 beat per second. Finally guys, this module is not radio controlled, but since it's quartz, accuracy will never be a concern. Altogether, for €250, this Citizen GMT is an excellent do-it-all watch, and although I don't have any major complaints, there are a couple of things that could have made it even better. For example, I wish the GMT hand was a little bit brighter. Don't get me wrong, I like it the way it is, I just would like it more if it were a bit more orange. And finally, Citizen has opted for a mineral crystal instead of sapphire, but then when you consider the price point, it's not a big deal. I guess the only thing that one can rightfully complain about is the fact that the seconds hand doesn't really hit the markers. Personally, it doesn't bother me that much, but if you have OCD, you might want to keep that in mind. So, this is the end of today's mini review. Guys, if you're looking for an affordable and very versatile piece to fill in that empty GMT slot in your watch box, then this Citizen Promaster might be exactly what you're looking for. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.